You have to go to the bathroom.
Alright, so I am recording. Welcome everyone. I'm
I'm gonna go
streaming.
to the bathroom real
So
quick.
yeah, go ahead. So for the next 2 weeks you'll be able to see this on Twitch, but the rest of the recording is gonna go on to YouTube. I don't know how I'm gonna upload this big of a file into
No, we
YouTube,
should
but
we
I'm
make a
definitely doing it.
should we make like a account on YouTube?
A group account on YouTube? Do you
Yeah.
want to?
So we all have like an email and password.
Alright,
Just
bet. Alright,
slap
we'll
it
do
in.
that. So we did not prepare this beforehand. Uh, how are we gonna
It's
tell each
fine.
other? How
This
are you?
was
leave it in.
literally just on the fly.
How are you
We
gonna
just
tell
thought
it?
of this now.
All right. Welcome to our channel. I don't know what our channel is gonna be called. This is why this is the pilot episode. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. And
We're gonna
yeah, here we
tell it.
go.
We're gonna tell it DaWeebs, but the is spelled like DA.
The DaWeebs. That's
Yeah.
This is the DaWeebs podcast. My name is Trudy Watt, as you can see from my nickname on Discord. You
I'm
guys
not gonna go by
introduce.
my real name, by the way. I'm going by my going by my name, my account name. Hi,
I didn't say it was my
my
name.
name's. Oh,
That guy's Mr. Borger.
I didn't say
shit,
my.
let me
I said
fucking-
my
let me do
nickname. You
Let me
did.
do my let me
You
do
just
my own name.
you just
Why are
told
we
the whole world my
hiding?
first name. You
Just say your name.
My nickname is freaking. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
It's-
George. Hey,
Why'd you
George,
spoil my
not
name, you
Isaac.
fucking.
They're done.
Alright, I
Fucking
gotta turn off the noise suppression so they can hear my laughs.
Jesus.
Alright, so I'm Trudy Watt, the bottom one. Isaac's the second one, and
I'm
then
in middle.
You would be bottom.
George is Borger. He's the one on top.
Fucker! I don't want to say my name.
Well, we're gonna call you George
Yes.
the whole time, so they're gonna be
Yes,
like, "Who the fuck is George?"
No.
A Borger.
You think I'm gonna call you Borger
I'm
the whole
just-
time?
Yes,
You're
yes.
stupid.
So George,
I
because
know
you're
I am,
George,
that's why.
Because your name is George. How are you doing today, George?
Oh shit! I gotta
Doing
hide.
good, George?
I just realized
Borger.
I just showed our IDs to the whole thing.
Okay, now we have to restart the recording.
Oh my god.
Everyone knows our IDs, so if you get friend requested, oh, there you go.
Either we can restart the
Well, it
recording.
doesn't. No, it's Discord, bro. Who the fuck cares?
I-
Fucking-
Hey, Judy. Hey, Judy.
Fine. We could give this to Hose B and ask him to edit for us.
You're telling him to watch fucking 3 hours worth of footage?
Yeah,
It could
this
be
is
an hour
Judy.
with.
Well, I mean, I guess it's only like within the first 10 minutes or the first 3 minutes. Just block out our IDs and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not like it matters. 'Cause
And
if-
our names.
well,
please.
I mean, if we make
No, dude, we don't care.
that's so
Nobody's gonna
much
care
because we're
about
just gonna
us.
call you George the whole time.
Exactly.
And then every time we say it's gonna be a beep, and then it's like, who are they talking to? Who are they talking about?
Yeah.
You know, it's just gonna be.
Just call me
Like-
Borg or
Even if we do that,
Just say
one of us
Borg.
is gonna slip up.
Hell no.
eventually, and we're
Alright.
just gonna call you George.
All right, all right.
Fine.
So this is the pilot episode. This is the episode. I don't know what we're gonna do in this episode.
It's so
Honestly,
hectic.
truth be told, this pilot episode is only being made because I'm streaming
It
right
c-
now and I don't know what
it
else
could-
to do for the stream. So
We just need to kill time, basically.
yeah, we need to stream for another.
It could
3
be
hours.
how we all met. It could be how we all met.
Oh
and
yeah,
how we
I
kind of
could
all-
definitely. Let's do that.
How we all kind of came to
The
going
only
to
reason I
the
met you
same
guys
place we
was
are right
because
now.
I started to sit at the table, alright?
That's yeah. So as you all know, we all go to school together. Actually, you guys wouldn't know, but yeah, we all go to school together.
Well,
I won't
for the
say what
people that
school.
know
Yeah.
us,
Yeah, I won't say what school,
They-
but us three go
We
to school together.
YouTube school. We go to YouTube school.
Yes, it is.
you know,
YouTube High.
we're
Yeah.
gonna become the next Jake Paulers.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, it should be the Logan Paulers because we are planning to go to Japan, and who knows what the fuck is gonna
No,
happen
that
there.
is true.
No.
Hey, let's go to
That should
Dead
be
Bodies,
that should
let's
be a
go.
vlog. The Japan trip should be a
Absolutely,
stream with a vlog.
absolutely. But yeah, so like I said earlier, I'm Trudy Watt. I'm the one that's gonna be hosting this thing.
Host.
Kind of.
No, I'd say we
Trudy's
take
bottom.
hosts from like one day from another. Someone
Yeah,
else hosts
exactly.
the
So today it's pilot
I think-
episode. I'm the one that's starting the recording and everything, so I'll be host. Cause yeah.
Judy's bottom, George is on top.
I'm
And
I'm
right in
Borger,
between.
aka George. You fucks.
You're welcome.
Here
Why do
earlier.
you call me Borger, dude?
You know what? Fuck you. I'm Borger. That's all I need to know.
All right.
Give you a
So
little
let's
smooch.
start on how we know each other. I think did we all go to the same middle school? I think we did, right?
No,
No,
I
I
went
think
to.
Where'd you go
Well, I
to?
can't say it, but do you want me to say it?
yeah. I don't think fucking saying middle school is gonna
Yeah,
Yeah, I went to
fucking
give them
Burroughs.
we
any
used to go
hint
there. Yeah,
I
where
went to
we
exactly.
are.
Burroughs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Burroughs.
Oh shit, we all
Burroughs.
did
Yeah,
we
we all
all
went
go
to
to
different.
different? Oh shit,
Yeah.
dude. I went to King. George, where'd you go?
I went to Vista Charter
Oh
School.
shit,
Oh
dude.
shit.
We are all
We didn't go to the same middle
yeah.
school. Alright then, let's talk about how
That's
we
not
met in the high school.
okay.
Charter school's supposed to
So
make you smarter, but I think I gained like 2 brain cells out. That's about it.
I mean that was your glow up age, so I mean like, you know.
You know,
No,
That's when you
I
started
think
figuring yourself out, George.
yeah,
That
no,
was
that was
no,
no.
no, no.
definitely like
That
one
was
of
the
my
time
best
when you weren't
years.
figuring yourself out, and then you were realizing, oh, this is not right.
That's the time where I figured about how good porn is.
That is
I
true.
think I think
That's
that's
true as
all of
well.
us. I
Yeah,
think that's all of us.
Yeah.
yeah, that is true.
But yeah, so I think going into high school, uh, I did not. We all did not know each other at the beginning of high school. That's
Yeah,
for
of
sure.
course not.
Like I
I
think we only,
definitely didn't know you guys freshman and sophomore year
yeah,
because I did
we
not talk to you guys at
I
all.
met
we
I
started to
met
get,
Judy freshman.
yeah, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was second semester
Hey,
because or like late first semester because like
yeah.
all of early first semester I was hanging out with the Chink Squad, you know, just like me and all my Asian friends, and then they all started to go to clubs, and I was kind of just like, well, fuck, what am I supposed to do? And then
Yeah,
I slowly assimilated into Chad's group, you know, with like everyone that we know currently.
Well, actually, we met because you were reading a book,
Yeah,
math
I was
class,
I was. Do we have
and I
math?
asked you about it. I was like, yeah, we had math class together. That's how we met.
Dude, I fucking. You had Tucker, dude. What?
You got fucking Alzheimer's, yes.
Yo, we did have. You did. Oh yeah, I remember now.
you, you're a very fucking old man.
oh my
Holy
god.
Sorry,
shit.
dude. It's
Bad
like,
memory.
yeah, dude. If it's not important to me, I go. It's gone, bro.
Wow.
Sorry,
Wow. Was
Joanne.
it important to you?
First
Wow.
meeting with
Listen,
your
our
friend is
to me,
not
listen. Our meeting isn't important. What matters is that we're still
about.
friends. That's the only thing that matters. So
Damn.
Then why
Damn.
the hell are we even talking about this?
I don't know. We need
Doesn't
somewhere to
even
start.
matter.
We need somewhere to start,
We
dude.
need someone to.
But yeah,
I
so
actually, I did not meet Judy until junior year. I
yeah,
actually met George sophomore year, and
Oh
we
yeah, yeah.
got closer through summer school. I remember because we
Yeah.
had yeah, we talked a lot
'Cause-
during summer school.
yeah.
yeah.
Fucking One Piece was the topic we had kept
Yeah,
up most.
Yeah. So George,
basically just anime.
yeah, I think that's how all of us like slowly just got to know each other. We all just loved anime, and then
Yeah,
that's why we're called
for
DaWeebs,
you,
bro. This is why
yeah,
this
for
is the
you and
Weebs
me, it
podcast.
was like a silent voice or I want to eat your pancreas. That was the topic.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, dude.
Oh.
And then you let me the manga for I want to eat your pancreas.
Have you not? Have I not let you borrow a silent voice?
No, you did.
Okay. I was like,
I just got the
yeah. Oh. Also, heads up, guys. If I start lagging, that's if like the video starts like stuttering and you don't hear them, but you can hear me. Just know that that's me lagging because Wi-Fi sucks. So what can you do?
There you go, use the restroom. Well, or either fart or use the restroom. Be right back.
Oh my god, dude! That whole time it was silent, dude. Okay, I think it picked me up saying all that, but if you yeah, like I said, I'll just repeat it again just in case it doesn't. But like if George or Isaac suddenly cuts out, just know that that's me lagging because my Wi-Fi
Yeah, I
sucks.
have great Wi-Fi, guys. It's not my fault.
I would connect an Ethernet. Well, my Wi-Fi doesn't suck. It's just the connection isn't stable. So like, you know, it kind of just um, you know. So I need to maybe eventually I'll hook an Ethernet up, but not now, not now. Right now, I don't know, we're kind of just chilling. Um, but yeah, so early high school, I didn't meet Isaac. I met George, and then I was super interested in manga, and then actually my whole ninth grade I cleared out the whole manga section of the library. Like every single day I rented like I would get 5 to 6 books every day, right? like not in the morning, but like at the end of every day, I'd restock. So to make sure I have 5 or 6 non-manga read books, and then by break, I would go back to the library, drop off like 3, get another 3, and then rinse and repeat for lunch and break. And I guess that's how I met George, because I think George was interested. George was interested in what I was reading, and then we talked about it, and then I slowly, and then had no one else to hang out with, right? Because I was like kind of by myself. So I started going to I started hanging out with George's group or Chad's group, because Chad's like good old faithful. If I don't have anyone I know, I just get into their group, and then I slowly just slowly just started figuring out and hanging out with everybody, and now we're all good friends and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what have you.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah. We could tell. But yeah, it wasn't until junior year, which is pretty much this year.
Well, I mean, not anymore.
Not anymore, because now we're seniors because of the whole coronavirus. But
Holy fuck, yeah, it smells like weed outside my place.
You
It
know,
happens at this time all the time.
you should not be talking about this, because they know we're high schoolers.
And then Jordan was like, "Yo, I think I got like secondhand high from my neighbors."
All right, we should not be talking about this, because
Yeah.
this is
That's
we're high
all you get.
schoolers. We're high schoolers.
Dude, nobody's gonna
That's all I'm
watch
gonna say.
this anyways.
People are gonna get in trouble.
Nobody's gonna watch this anyways.
What do you mean? I'm gonna go on my story, be like, "Yo, guys, I posted the podcast."
We are
Go check it
I
out.
I might promote this too.
Yeah, we all need to promote
I'm
it.
not.
Isaac! Isaac! You mother!
Isaac.
I'm not doing it.
You're such a fucking
that, man.
bitch.
Screw that.
You
I'm
mother!
not doing that.
Oh my god, dude.
I hate promoting things so much.
Dude,
You ask me to do it, I'll say no.
listen. This is for
Isaac
if
gets
we
a sponsor.
Listen,
Sorry, I can't
Isaac,
do it.
if we do good with this, bro,
Listen,
this
man,
is
I
our
don't
funding
care
for
about
Japan.
you,
This is our
right?
funding for Japan, Isaac.
It is literally a
You
funny
have your
Japan.
live streaming career. What do you mean?
This podcast is split between all of us.
Alright, fine.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell button down below. Turn on post notifications.
We don't know
If you're
how.
watching this
tell
on the stream, if you're watching this on the stream, whenever we stream the next episode,
Yeah, so we're streaming on.
give Chudy give him a follow.
Yeah.
Give him a little donation.
hold on. We forgot the most important part.
Yeah.
Shame people for not subscribing.
That's so bad, bro. We're not that big,
Yeah,
bro.
no,
Chill,
no,
chill.
No.
But yeah, so back to our story.
I think that about does it for like meeting each other, right?
I mean, we could get like. I mean, we could talk about how we met each other, right? Because
Well,
it's
I
like.
already
I
told
think
you
we should
guys
get
how.
detailed in it.
Well,
it's
yeah,
gonna be
because
3
like
hours.
we kind of glossed over it, but pretty much, yeah. So I started hanging out with George early or late freshman year, and then I was bonding with that group, and then come junior year, so we would always
He said,
so Jesus Christ. So during break and during lunch, we would always switch places, right? So like during break we would hang out one certain area, and then lunch we go out. We hang out in the cafeteria. So since we always hang out there, I noticed that Isaac was there, and I've never met him before, and then I never approached him at all. I never approached Isaac, and I don't know how the hell we both got to talk to each other.
I don't even remember.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't know how we started talking, but we started talking.
How did this happen? This year.
I remember how I started talking to Isaac was mostly because I think it was, I don't know if I should say his name. I'm gonna say certain someone kept calling you Iceman.
Yeah.
So that's how I started like meeting you, because I started talking to you. I was like, "Are you cool with like nicknames and stuff?" And
I
you
was
said
just
like,
I
"Yeah."
don't care.
And you said, "I don't care." And I was like, "Can I call you Iceman then?" You're like, "Sure." And I was continue on to that point.
I mean, like, dude, one of our friends calls me Kevin, right? Like there's no point in caring about it.
You heard that here
There's no point in caring about it
here
anymore.
first, folks. Call him whatever the fuck you want to call him.
Yeah, just make up
Yeah.
any name. I don't care.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know how Isaac and I got talking.
You know,
Probably had to do with
I,
manga.
yeah,
Yeah,
I actually did know Judy back in ninth grade. Well, I didn't talk to you, but because we had the same PE class in ninth
oh
grade.
shit, you're right.
Yeah, I would never talk to you, but I knew Ryan at
Yeah,
that
yeah,
time. Like
yeah.
he
I
was
was like,
within like your friend group.
yeah, cause well, I mean, at first Ryan was the only one that I knew in that class, and then I started to hang out with
Yeah.
like, yeah, and then thankfully I knew Ryan, cause I don't think I knew anyone else. And then, yeah.
Dude, your hair was like dyed blue at that time.
Oh yeah, dude.
I remember as well.
Yeah. I tried in PE, dude. I was trying to not get fat.
Yeah,
And then I
no,
realized I had fucking fast metabolism, so it doesn't matter.
you would always be
Yeah,
like the
look at
first one
fucking
to
look at
finish.
lucky you, huh? Look at
Yeah.
you. Fat
Yeah. Oh
metabolism.
wow. Let's
Yeah,
clap it
let's
up
go.
for
We're
shooting.
Asian.
Wow.
Let's
Wow.
go.
Fuck you guys. I'm
And
just
then
gonna say this. I'm not fat. I'm just a bit chubby.
mhm. Like
Mhm.
With
Maui, pretty
yeah.
much Maui. The same body as Maui. Not like
So
the
like,
anime, not actually, like not actually The Rock, because like
yo, if I had the fucking body of the Rock, I would
you would bang
absolutely
every
get.
girl. You would have the biggest confidence in the world.
That is
I
true.
would.
Exactly.
I'd be a fucking football player.
Damn straight you would. But yeah, and then
Well, just because you have a buff body doesn't mean you're good at football.
I think that's
I
1 + 1
think
is equal
that's
to 2, Isaac. I like.
Well, I mean, like, you can never have learned to actually, like, I don't know, maybe you're
well,
just
no,
bad at catching
it's
a
not just
ball.
that. It's just like I somewhat am good at football
Yeah.
because I played it as a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
So I know
Yeah,
how to
maybe you're
play,
just
and I
jealous.
somewhat know how to like maneuver around in it. You
Yeah,
know, but if I wasn't a fucking stuck at home neat and
Oh,
staying and playing video games my entire life, then I'd probably be a football player.
yeah.
yeah. I think
So
I'm just more so jealous because I'm not good at any sport. Like I just suck at everything, like at every sport that I try to play at.
Well,
yeah.
do you have a
Um,
sport you like that you like?
and no, not really. Not really into sports.
I
Mainly
think
because like whenever like PE came out, they were like, oh, instead of running, we're gonna do like do this, like play a sport, and I'd always be like, well, I'd just be fine with running.
Ah, you were that kid.
Well, because like back in middle school, like we would always get put into teams, right? And
Yeah.
I would always consistently be put into the teams like with the best players. So every single time we lost a game, it was always my fault,
Oof.
and they hated me.
Ugh.
Nobody wanted
Uh,
me on their team.
That's rough, dude. I was friends with like
Growing
people
pain.
that are. I'm like. I hate to say this because this makes me sound arrogant, but I'm a
No, no,
jack
go
of all
ahead.
trades, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
decent at everything, but I'm never good at one thing. And I'm a fast learner, so I learn like that. So like whenever we picked up a new sport, I could always play, but like I wouldn't be the best, but I wouldn't be the worst. So I was like always the safe pick, you know?
yeah.
And like, I enjoyed doing other sports, but then it's kind of just like, I don't want to because I grew lazy. I grew really lazy, like really lazy.
Yeah.
But I'm still decent at sports. Like I'm just not gonna fucking do it. uh,
Oh, yeah.
like
Well, yeah, I know that. I mean, you're in golf, dude.
yeah. But I mean, even then, like I'm okay at golf. I'm not the
Yeah.
best, but I haven't practiced in like 6 months, so it's rough, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go back to our story. Let's go back to how how we met. We keep getting sidetracked. I don't know how this happens, but you know
We
what?
get
It's
very
fine.
sidetracked.
How has it only been 20 minutes? All right, whatever. But Yeah, so back to our main story. I don't know how Isaac and I started talking, but we did, and eventually I started stealing some of his food because I think one of our one of our table mates would often take food from you, right? So then
Yes.
I'd be like, oh, this
People
guy.
would constantly ask me for my food, and I would just be like, "Well, I'm not gonna finish it, so I might as well just give it to them."
Yeah, exactly. And then I capitalize on this opportunity, and now I'm like number one, like
And now, even to this day, I still share my food with you. Not anymore.
exactly.
We're separated, but
Yeah, not anymore because
yeah.
school is closed,
But like,
coronavirus and whatnot. But
but like literally every day, I would always just be like, oh, "I
if
gotta
I was
save
there,
some."
if I was there, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If I was there, I would always just take your food, some of it,
Yeah.
Yeah, some of it.
some of it,
Yeah,
like
yeah, so
a
I
good
mean, it's
decent
not like
75%
half.
of it, like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Once you don't feel like eating it anymore, I just take the rest.
uh,
Well, I'm not
It's
gonna lie. I mean, like,
75%, and then Isaac eats like 2%, and you take the
I mean,
rest.
like, I'm very proud of my mom's cooking
oh
because
yeah,
she
dude.
makes some really good food.
That food is, just
Yeah, of course it is.
that.
That is the power of a mother's cooking
I
for
don't
you,
know if
right?
I'm sleepy or retarded, but
Yo,
I
don't.
heard you say 75. Sorry, I heard you say 75%, and my brain was like, oh, there's only like 5% left. See? I don't know whether I'm sleepy or retarded right now.
Oh my god, dude.
Uh,
Oh,
And yeah, so that's how we met each other, and then from there we started growing closer, especially
we
with the
just
three of us,
started
cause we're the weebs.
talking.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, dude. And then we started bonding over
and
multiple
then like,
mangas, and then like we always gave each other manga to read, animes to
yeah, of
watch and
course.
whatnot. And that's how we
We
started. That's how we started this Discord server. Excuse the name of it now, cause like we changed it. But
the Discord's name is now
yeah.
Black
yeah.
Gloves.
Originally,
I don't know how this happened.
Originally, it was called the D&D for weebs.
yeah, because
Yeah,
us three started a Discord server, and it was just us three, and then we found
Yeah.
an interesting
and we
game
had
on
like
Discord to
a
do,
RPG bot.
which is yeah, it was an RPG bot, and you know, we played it like over winter break, so like over 2 weeks, and we were just
over
obsessed with
Thanksgiving
it.
and over Thanksgiving and winter break.
Yeah, we were so obsessed with it, and so much so to the point where like we actually got pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Except
And
fucking
then
Judy outranked all of us and really sweaty at the end.
Dude, I don't know how he did. He had. Okay, wait. I need to talk about this. I need to talk about this. Judy has insane luck.
You
Absolutely
joined,
insane. That
joined
is
the
such
fucking support
BS.
server and played by yourself when the rest of us
Oh
were
my
sleeping,
god.
just so you could level up and then come back to it was like go to the next arena.
And then we would come back. We'd just be like, wait, what?
It was so retarded.
Oh my god, your luck in that game is so dumb. What the hell?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I am pissed off.
So like
Man.
fucking
I
until
am
15 levels
salty.
later, you finally came back to us and was like, you know I joined support server, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
hate
then
you
he,
so much.
and then he was like, "Oh, you guys should join too." And I was like, "I can't, because I couldn't get my account verified up."
Yeah, he couldn't sign into his own. He couldn't verify.
Well, I could sign into my own account. It was just,
Yeah.
it was just glitched.
You were signed
Something
in,
wrong
but
with it.
you couldn't verify that it was your account.
Yeah, it was weird.
So he had to make a new one, which is this one.
I'm telling you, man, it's bullshit.
That's how it be. And then we got bored, and then obviously we started inviting more people. Then next thing you know, there's like 20 people in this Discord, and now
And
we're here.
we're still inviting new people.
Yeah, cause I guess feel free to join. Just go
mean,
to
like-
Yeah, I made the server open.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
like fucking George put it on his story. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, anyone who wants
no,
to,
it's on
come on."
it's on his bio, isn't
It's,
it?
it's on my bio. It's on my
Yeah.
bio,
So
Oh, yeah.
if you want to go,
I said I'll put it in my bio and then I'm gonna make a private call though, like a little separate call for us podcast or recording.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to join this Discord server, head over to George's Instagram. Plug your Instagram, George.
I gotta.
You
Oh, I
can
gotta
meet the
change it though.
founders of this Discord server.
I gotta change my Instagram.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so hard, dude. Screw that name.
It's a beautiful name, but I have to change.
Yeah. While we're at it, you can follow Isaac and I as well.
Please don't. Please don't follow me.
I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna copy it.
So my Discord, or not my Discord, my
Your Instagram
Instagram
account.
is chudiwat is op. Same way you see my name spelled here, and then just add it ISOP at the end of it, and then you'll find my Instagram account. I am an open account, so come follow me. And thank you for the follows, because we need to get verified, and we need to get money so we can go to
Yes.
Japan together.
And so that we can show all you people the wonderful time we have there.
Yes, but before that, we are planning ourselves to, you know,
Yeah.
get an
We've
actual
had
job
this,
and,
yeah.
you know,
We've had
actually
this
save up.
plan for like a couple months now.
Oh yeah, we've planned this since like winter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so now here we are. We're making podcasts. I'm live
I
streaming.
changed. I changed my Discord name. Burger Insta.
That's so bad.
Oh my
I
god.
know.
And we still haven't figured out what name we're gonna want this YouTube channel to be. Oh.
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 And
You
by
just
the
gotta cut
way,
out.
this is gonna happen at some points in times in this.
Well, I think the
Podcast.
thing is like the live stream won't be able to hear me. The recording will be able to hear me, but you guys
Yeah.
won't be able to hear me. So,
Yeah.
like I said before, we still haven't figured out.
Okay, George, just pretend you can hear him and then everything will be fine.
We still need to figure out a name for our YouTube channel.
Wait, we'll figure it out later.
Okay, well, this shows our character, guys. This is exactly how we act. This is exactly what
Yeah.
we're like.
Okay, well, I'm lazy right now. Later.
But yeah, so far I'm only showing the Discord. I don't know what else to show because there's nothing else that's going on. I mean, like, I would totally like show my face, but problem is that
He doesn't have a camera.
I don't have a webcam.
I do.
Isaac does.
You can
Isaac
show
has a
mine.
webcam. I don't think I can
Oh
do
my
a video call on my phone either, so that's not gonna work. And I have a Mac, but it doesn't have a lot of storage, so I won't be able to record like tons of footage on there, and then, you know, so maybe I'll save up for
I'm just gonna
ask my
say
dad
this
to buy
now
a
because
webcam.
I hate going through fucking Google search and then trying to find a good like fucking burger image to put as my profile picture.
This
So
dude,
if you have any artist in this fucking stream or as a viewer, send me something,
Please.
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 I want something to at least keep as my profile picture.
And I will also take anything that you guys give me. You can draw a dick, I will put that as my profile picture.
You know, if they actually do that, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I know.
I'm probably gonna do it myself.
Alright, do it.
Alright, well, I think I figured out. I found a $20 freaking webcam, dude. Maybe ask my
Yeah.
dad. Just like, Dad, I want to buy this webcam because my friends and I are gonna start this thing on YouTube. We're gonna record, and I need a webcam. So
You're like cut out there, like,
yeah, I know. I just asked my dad, like, hey, Dad, my friends and I are starting this, like,
project
yeah,
for
and
school.
we need to record. Well, I need to record the screen, but also show myself on the same time, and so I need a. Well, I'll just probably just tell him like, hey, Dad, my friends and I are starting like this YouTube thing, and I need to buy this webcam to show my face, and I can directly talk to them while I'm on my PC. You know. And then if I tell him it's just like it's only $20, he'd be like, yeah, that's fine. So. Yeah, and then we
Alright,
should
now.
be good. So this is the pilot episode. We talked about how we met. We talked about our future
A
stuff.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah. It's only been
Side
half
chat.
an hour. We still need like a good solid half an hour. Cause
We should talk about what have we talked doing what we're gonna do in Japan.
not
We're just
yet.
gonna do a whole bunch of weep shit.
Pretty much, but so while you weren't here, Isaac, George and I kind of planned this ahead, which was like, for the first 2 weeks, we're gonna live in like, Otaku district, right?
Yeah.
And the next week we're gonna do like, or was I talking with you with this? I don't remember. It was one of you. All I know is I talked
I
with
think
one
it
of
was
you.
me.
Yeah, I think it was you. And then next week we were doing countryside, and then the last week is gonna be like, because we're gonna stay there for a month, right? So
Yeah, of
first two
course.
weeks we're gonna be in an Otago district. The third week we're gonna be in like the actual city, right? So we can
Countryside
experience, yeah, like Tokyo or something. And then the last week we're gonna go live on in the countryside, the rural area.
Mhm.
Just to,
Uh,
Foo.
I kind of just also want to visit some like famous Tokyo like attractions, I
Oh
guess.
yeah, dude. I
Like
totally.
the Trinity, like Tokyo Tower, like I
Skytree,
would,
dude. Like
yeah, of course.
Mount Fiji, dude. Shit.
I would love to go there.
We'd all die on Mount Fiji,
West
but
Side Forest.
Well, yeah, but
no, for the content, yeah, totally. But
I mean, sure.
get kicked out from. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Hey, next Logan Paul.
But yeah. So maybe by next stream, I'd say by episode 5, I should have a webcam. So should Isaac. I don't know what George is gonna do.
Well, I mean, I've always had a webcam. I'm just gonna start doing it when
Isaac,
you do it.
remember how you said you'll lend me a fuck?
Well, I can't
By
give
the
it
way,
to you because
I
you're
am
in
talking
quarantine.
over like fucking my phone right now,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
so I don't have a PC, and even if I try to use one, the one I do have, Discord does not work. So I'm kind of fucked. I really have to use my phone.
All right, wait. You want to see? You want to see where I keep the old Chromebook?
Hold on.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, y'all seeing Isaac. All right, let's.
Literally
Hold on.
right
For
there.
fuck's sake, hold on. It doesn't show. It doesn't show you streaming. What is this? No. Wow, it's not even letting me see.
It's like right on the desk behind him.
Ah,
is it.
is she streaming on Twitch or is he streaming on Discord?
No, he's not.
Look.
He's just
Dude, I literally just turned on my camera.
yeah.
I don't
Great, now
see it.
everybody can see my room.
I
Wonderful.
don't see it. I feel like
Ignore
an idiot.
that.
He dropped his Chromebook.
I didn't draw my Chromebook, it was something else. It's fine, it's right here.
Yeah, I'll just ask my dad. Like,
Please, please donate to help buy me a fucking computer. I need money.
where are they gonna donate? We don't have a card, dude. We're not 18.
To you. To you. On paper.
I mean, I have PayPal, but I think I still need a card to put it on PayPal, right?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, my Chromebook's dead. It's not turning on.
Yeah, you see, cash out quickly. Link
Do you
your debit
have a-
card
give
to
it-
transfer money in minutes from PayPal right to your bank. I don't have a card. Bless you.
What do you call it?
Bless you.
Well, thank you.
It's fucking hot.
That is. I'm out of here.
Um. So what else to talk about?
It's been. We really gotta go into like. Cause it's just the three of us right now.
We want to do
It's
personal stories. We want to do personal stories. Let's do personal
Like
stories.
what?
Let's do
Like
our
what?
upbringings. So I'll go first
Alright.
because, yeah. So just for the audience to get to know us better, and we need something else to do for another half an hour. So we all have like 10 minutes. All right. So, as you'll know, my name is Truiwat. I am Thai. I'm Asian. Heads up. I actually was not born here. I was born in Thailand. I lived there for 5 years until yeah, dude. Until my family decided to leave and come to America, and I came here. How old am I? 16. 11 years ago. 11 years ago is when I came here, and then I did slowly started to learn English. I did not know a speck of English. Um, I went to a Thai temple that that taught a little bit of English, and then I also went to school. And the Thai temple and the school were totally different because I went to the Thai temple first, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, so classes start this time. We'll hand out your uniforms." And then it would be like, "All right, so you have some time." Right? And that was like a week before school. Um, so I then go to school, and I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be the same thing, right? Like it's gonna be the same thing. They're gonna allow me to, you know, like you didn't even spell it correctly. You.
That is so wrong, George. That is so wrong.
Fuck! I can't spell.
At
I'm
first it
so
was the
sorry.
75%, and now it's the spelling tie wrong.
God. But yeah, so I went to elementary school, and then I meet the staff and everyone, and then they bring me in, and I was like, oh, I get a couple days, and then they were just like, oh yeah, you're gonna go in. My dad starts leaving, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna follow, and they're like, no, 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 you gotta stay here, and I was like, what? I was like visibly confused, and they're like, yeah, you gotta stay here. School starts today. I'm like, what? And then they left me there, and I like turned around to class, and I knew no one. I knew zero English, and I was kind of just like, what the hell do I do here? But yeah, I think I started speaking gibberish as well. Like I just started spewing random things out. I just and then none of them were words in English. So yeah, it was rough.
So,
But
so you're just like,
I
maybe if I make noise, I'll get it right.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but like even without knowing English, I kind of understood how the system worked, right? It's like I knew there was a recess, and during this time we could do whatever we want, and then like we kind of did whatever we want, and then like I learned like not dodgeball, but it was like a version of dodgeball where like they rolled the ball through like the whole entire class, and then everyone had to dodge it. And then if you touch the ball, you're out. I accidentally touched the ball because I thought we were supposed to catch it. And then they told me you're out, and I was like, okay. I stood out, and then, you know. And that's also when I started meeting my best friends, because my best friend Benny, I've known him for what 11 and a half years, pretty much the whole time I've been here in America. I've been to his house more times than I could count. I pretty much his house is practically my second house, right? Like, and my place is practically his second place. So like, I've known this guy. We're pretty much brothers. We've bonded for who knows how long. 11 years actually. Nearing 12. And yeah,
Jesus, man.
and I think third grade is when I met Chad, cause I got to know Benny better because I had kindergarten and first grade with him. And second grade I knew no one except a couple of people, but you guys don't know them. I knew one of Chad's friends back at that time, and then they introduced me to Chad, so I knew him second grade, but I never got to talk to him because I didn't have class with him. Third grade, I didn't have class with him, but I started getting to know him better, primarily because his mom is Thai and my mom is Thai, and you know how those kind of things go with Asian parents and whatnot.
Yep.
And then fourth grade is when we really hit it off because that's when we had a class together, and like we did everything together. And then fifth grade, we were like best of friends, right? Because like fifth grade, if it was like she had this prize system where like if you got randomly chosen, you once a week she would randomly choose someone out of your name out of a hat, and then you could switch your seats with whoever you want. Chad and I, whenever we got called, we always knew what was happening. We always switched seats with the person sitting right next to us, and then we did. Anytime they made us do a dual project, we were always together, you know. um, then sixth grade, and then going to middle school, I was not prepared for anything. Oh, this is a funny story. So moving from first grade to second grade, I didn't know this was a thing, right? So I go to school on the day where everyone moved, and then I go into my kindergarten class, right, at like a regular time, but you're supposed to get there early, so they tell you where to go. I walk in, and then there's new faces, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then they're like, oh, you're supposed to go to this class. And then we go to like three different classes, and none of them were my classes. and we went to my actual class, and I was like, oh, so I'm supposed to. Okay, I see. And then yeah, so back to sixth grade. Sixth grade, I went to King. I was not prepared for it because, you know, who really is? Actually, no, I was over prepared for it because like my teacher in fifth grade, she was kind of just like, all right, hey, middle school is gonna be hard. You're gonna miss. It's gonna suck in middle school. So you're gonna have to do all this work. Blah 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 blah. I did some of the work and I still passed. But sixth grade was when I started solidifying like most of my friendships. I was still hang out with Benny. And then sixth, seventh, and eighth, Benny lived right close to the, uh, to King, right? Like his house was on the path to my house, so almost every day of middle school, I would always go to his place. I would always die too, cause he lived on the hills, so I'd have to walk up the hill, and then every time I walked up, I was just dying. And I still hate that hill to this day. But yeah, so sixth, seventh, and eighth, I coasted through all those years. I failed half my classes in eighth grade because, yeah, and what do you call it? And I and we had a dress code in we had a dress code in middle school, right? It was like navy blue pants and a white shirt, but but I always thought it was black, and I never bought navy blue, so every day I'd wear black pants and no one would say anything. Until eighth grade. In eighth grade, they realized I was wearing. Eighth grade, I realized I was wearing black, and then they were like, "Hey, that's not right." And then, yeah, and then you guys know what happened in high school. So
It's so hard trying not to laugh when you're talking about your story. Oh my fuck.
I'm sorry.
I don't care. I finished my story.
Just read general. Just read
I've
general.
I've been reading. I've been reading. I wish I wasn't reading, but I've been reading.
Oh.
All right, you guys go. Whoever. Ah, nice. I have been talking for 10 minutes. Let's go. Whoever wants to go, go. Talk about your upbringing.
I think I should go next.
I think you should.
No, I think you should
No,
go.
no, I insist. I insist.
No. Judy,
No,
pick one.
no.
All right. Hey Google,
Pick some.
flip a coin. What are you boys calling?
Heads.
All right, George, you're going. It was tails.
Fuck.
Hey, let's go.
That's too bad.
All right,
Nope,
all right.
nope.
Hey Google, flip a coin. All right, heads or tails?
Tails.
Oh, George, you're going.
What? Really?
Yes.
What is
Let's
that?
go.
Google, you're retarded.
Hey, man, you can't say that.
What? I can't say Google.
Yeah, exactly.
What do I start off with?
Your upbringing. Anything
Upbringing?
interesting throughout your child life through elementary
Start
through middle
with where
school?
you grew up. Where you were.
Oh wait, shit. George has a really depressing.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather go last.
Yeah,
Oh,
Isaac. I think you should go.
Yeah,
'Cause
I think you go.
I just,
I
I
don't
just,
want to kill the good
like,
mood.
I was like, yeah, George can go, and then I realized everything that's happened to George, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah,
all the
let's
like
not,
important shit that's happened in my life is impressive.
yeah. So Isaac, you should go because
alright.
George is gonna. Oh, dude, are you okay? Are you okay with sharing your story with everyone first and foremost?
Who, me?
I mean,
I either of you, yeah. Like,
Yeah,
I
fine.
don't.
you don't mind? Oh,
I'm okay with.
okay, cool. I have to make sure first, cause I'm okay with
We
mine.
gotta
Obviously,
get
that's
consent.
why I said it. But yeah, I have to make
Alright.
sure you guys are chill with sharing your life story.
Yeah. I don't know. I was born here in America. for like all
Fake.
my life.
Fake
Shut up.
it.
Shut up. Step up.
Fake.
Step up. All right, I was just born here. We used to live in a pretty small apartment, just me and like 5 other family members. I don't remember that part of my life because I just remember where I'm living here now. That's what I remember. I just and then we moved here where my grandparents were still living with us.
Uh-huh. But is that it? Like, come on, bro.
I'm sorry. No, it's
He read the chat.
God damn it, George.
Listen, tell us tales of elementary. Tell us tales of your middle school. Tell us tale of early high school, because we don't know.
All right, elementary
Yeah.
school. I went to an elementary school. I went there. That's where I met my friend, a very old childhood friend. My
Mm.
best friend moved away to Wisconsin in 6th grade when I was in 6th grade. And my other childhood friend, we eventually just lost connection. And then that was just it. That's just it for the friends that I had. That's pretty much just elementary school. Elementary school was just pretty normal, average, same as you, Judy.
Yeah. Except for the fact that you knew English.
Yeah. And then middle school was probably like my worst year of
Mm.
like grades ever because I was doing so bad in middle school. And then like, but like I had like a lot more friends. And I had like, it was just a really fun time.
George, why are you laughing? Why are
What's
you
so
laughing,
funny,
George?
George? George, why are you laughing? I'm trying to tell my life story,
Stop,
bro.
stop,
He's telling his life story, bro.
stop,
Come on.
Trying to tell my life story.
stop.
Nothing's happening. We didn't even laugh like this. And then middle school, I had a lot of friends. Again, I was very close with them because there wasn't really many of us to hang out with, so we were like a very tightly knit group.
Mm.
Eventually, once middle school finished, we all lost connection. So eventually, I stopped talking to them, and they stopped talking to me.
Mm.
And then high school rolled around, and then I was still doing bad, but not as bad as before.
Yeah.
And then I I was hanging out with my sister and her sister's friends at that time when they were all juniors. And I think like one of the first friends that I've ever made was like Marion, Hike, and Amber.
Mm.
Those were the 3 people that I met, and those were the 3 friends that I was like that I ever made in when I came to high school. And then eventually and then Marion invited me to eat at the table, and then that's where I met you guys.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Man.
much it.
Yeah. I
My
think
God, am I sweaty?
you're sweaty about talking about your life, dude. I think
No, it's just really hot in here. I don't have a fan.
I have a fan. I have it on. Sorry if you guys can hear the wind blowing, but you know, for the better of me not sweating my ass off like Isaac, you know.
Eventually, I'm gonna have to strip, bro.
That's pretty hot, dude. Uh, yeah, I think I got really lucky with the placement of my schools because all 3 schools are close to where I live, right? And I think it's because my dad sent everyone else to like through the same path that I did. So like, and like, thankfully, the people that I know, uh, they went through the same path to me. Like, I went to the same elementary school with you know, I went to elementary school, and then most of those people that I knew, I moved to the same middle school with them, and then those people that I knew in middle school, I moved to the same high school with them. So I like kept my friendships up, and then I didn't really have to learn uh, to make friends, which is probably why I'm socially awkward because I always had a group of friends and I always knew people. So,
Yeah.
what can you do? All right, George, Let's turn the mood around. Let's see here.
Let's kill this mood. Let's kill this mood. So I'm gonna say something that my mom told me a while back.
Mm,
Um, and that I haven't told anyone really.
yeah.
Before I was born, uh, I don't know if I was a happy little accident or kind of an accident
Mm,
because my mom and my dad didn't really want to have a kid. Because
right.
before me, my mom had a miscarriage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they didn't want to have. Oh shit! If we have another one, it's gonna die.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Pause. Wait. Hold on. Pause this for a second. Sorry. I gotta make sure. Gotta make sure that. Gotta make sure the stream can hear you and everyone can hear you. All right. Hello. Hello.
Yep.
Okay. All right. George.
Um, so, uh, fuck. I I kind of grew up without because I think at the age of 3, my dad was arrested and sent to Mexico. So he was deported and he was. Oh, I don't want to get into all of that, so I'm just gonna cut it off right.
Right.
But for like a certain point in my life, for like I'd say up until like 6th grade is where I was bullied.
Mm.
Like kindergarten, I didn't go to pre, by the way.
Yeah. Me neither.
Kindergarten,
Mhm.
kindergarten through 5th grade, I think 5th grade is when it barely started slowing down and died off. Because most people that did bully me don't even remember it.
Right.
um, I was really alone, really socially awkward as a kid, and stayed quiet really my whole life. Didn't really talk to anyone. When I did talk to someone, I didn't really trust them because I had big trust issues. Um, I didn't feel safe around it. I didn't like to hurt anyone or put anyone in a situation where I was put. Uh, middle school, I kind of grew up with some friends. It was a friend group that I met and really loved still. Every person in that friend group, 6th, 7th, and 8th were years I actually love to remember because 6th grade was my 7th was me finally leaving that shell, and 8th was like me finally the person who I am today, being someone who is more confident at least and less socially awkward than I used to be. Um, 8th though, it did a big sad thing did happen. My mother had passed away in 8th grade, so I really had the depression. I already kind of grew even more. It's still the same. It hasn't really changed that much. Nowadays, I just fucking hide it and talk to like family about it. Feel down. High school though, I did some fucking weird kid who liked to dye his hair a lot. I'm just high
Wonder.
school freshman year was.
Wonder who that is.
It's
What a weird.
Yeah, wow, I can never guess.
uh
Guys, he's talking about me,
freshman
just so you
year.
didn't know.
Dude, really? Holy shit.
I'm the weird kid with the dyed hair. Um, freshman year, I was fun. I did had to go to a therapist though
Yeah.
for some for like for second semester of freshman year. this. Um, it's fucked actually.
Uh-oh.
And sometimes they annoy me a lot. Okay, fucking play
Do anything,
me
man.
and just target me
I
a lot.
did. You guys kill me more times than I kill you.
No. 10th grade, ooh, I was less quiet and more talkative because there's a lot of people I met. There's a lot of people I started talking shit to. They
Like
talk shit back
me.
to me. Yeah, but it just made our bond even stronger.
Yeah, I mean, we still shit talk each other. So
Yeah,
look at how far we've come.
but it's always playful shit talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met Judy, and you guys already heard this in the beginning of the podcast. I met him in math, and he was a really cool guy, mostly because he just read during class. So I was like, fuck, this kid does not give a shit at
I
all.
didn't. I like Tucker knew how smart I was, and he kind of just let me be, because he knew I would be fine, even though I was reading the whole time. So. Uh-oh.
Is
What?
everything lagging?
Okay, we're good.
Man,
Guess you could say I was a teacher's pet, you know.
disgusting.
I'm always the teacher's pet in math class, because they all like.
That is disgusting.
Uh,
Alright, sorry, George, continue.
Um, and 10th grade. Actually, the end of second semester of freshman year is. I had a girlfriend I didn't tell you guys about.
what?
What?
Yeah, freshman year
What?
I had a girlfriend I didn't tell you guys about.
Okay,
And
I'll
I think
confess to late 7th grade I had a girlfriend.
Alright, I'll confess, I never had
you don't need a girlfriend when you got the boys.
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, I mean, like, you can just drink it and call it.
Yeah.
Dude, damn
Never
straight.
feel alone.
I think second semester freshman year, it turned long distance and the year had to end it. I kind of hate how we had to end it because it turned long distance and we didn't talk to each other at all.
Yeah.
Mm.
It kind of just ended there because we didn't break up like fucking saying it to each other, but I kind of know we broke up because we didn't see each other at all. And I kind of went to the high school she said she was gonna go, and I was gonna go talk to her and kind of like fix that patch and tell her like, yo, sorry that I left you like that and shit. She wasn't there, so I was like, ooh, yeah, she mad at me.
Just imagine she still thinks you guys are dating to this day.
Oh my god.
She does, then I'd fucking go with it because she was really, really cute and really nice. Really sweet.
Yeah. I had to break up with mine because 8th grade, she was moving schools, and I was like, I'm not gonna do a long distance relationship, and she wasn't down
You
with
kind
it.
of like that.
Oh, sorry. 7th grade, I had the same or similar thing. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, so 7th grade, I had the same or similar thing. Both of us knew that we didn't want a long distance relationship, so we both just called it quits right then and there. Yeah. But at least it was mutual, right? So like no hatred between the two of us. So. And she doesn't have any
I
social
hope there's
media
no
or
hatred
anything.
between me and mine.
She-
Yeah, mine. And I was really sad about that because I would have texted, let's meet up.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine
The fuck?
because I think I'm totally, yeah, totally different than I was back then. More confident.
Judy, you are a chick. You got a fat ass. You're a weeb, you got a fat ass.
Bro, Judy low-key
You're
kinda
thick
hit,
with
bro.
3 C's.
Alright, guys, I will. Alright, to prove these claims, I will try to get a webcam ASAP, but.
And
Yeah.
show your ass on show your ass on podcast.
Show your ass
Hell
on
yeah,
stream.
dude.
Get banned
Hell
on
yeah.
Become a Twitch thought.
YouTube.
You're
Let's
gonna become a
go.
Twitch thought.
Hell yeah.
Twitch thought.
Dude, I gotta get some yoga pants then.
You're
Parents are gonna walk in on me like, what the fuck are you doing?
No,
Making
no,
money.
I'm just.
no, they're just gonna open the door. They're just gonna see you like turning your ass like on camera. and
Yeah,
then
they
just
should be
gonna
like,
quietly close the door and just walk out.
I'll just be writing on a whiteboard, you know, just like showing my ass.
Oh my god. Oh, wow, thank you for the donation. Wow, thank you. I'll write your name down.
Precisely. All right, you want to continue the story, George, or are you? Oh,
Oh,
all right. I guess he's
yeah,
done.
I guess he did.
You gonna
Alright.
continue the story or? Hello? Oh, that's a
My
bad. You gonna continue the story or?
I mean, 10th grade, I met Isaac. So, a certain female and a certain son, which I won't name unless they're cool with me naming. Um, I think you know who I'm referencing, Isaac. If you don't, I'll tell
Yeah,
you
of
later
course, of
after
course.
this recording's done. But I think me and Isaac hit it off somewhat well, and then during summer school, it was kind of because
It was kind of awkward because like we weren't like those friends who were very
yeah,
close, who could like kind of hang out
he
together
might
alone, I'd say.
he might be on the podcast at some point, so I'm just gonna say his Discord name, but it's Bun Bun. But he knew you pretty well,
Yeah.
but I did. So
Well,
when I tried
the
talking to
funny
you,
thing about that is that yeah, Bun Bun and I got close during summer school as well. So it
yeah,
was like I got close to him around the time I got close to you. So it was like I knew him better first, and then it was you.
um, I think our bond closer junior. What did I say? Our bonds were close because Judy, you barely hanged out with us sophomore year.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean, what did I do sophomore year?
You were still like off and off, like on and off. With,
Yeah.
so you barely hanged out with us stuff.
Yeah.
So like starting junior, you had
Starting junior year, I was like fully committed to you guys.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, I
And
have nuts,
junior,
bro. Let's go.
it was the same thing with. I have
Seriously,
nuts. I have a
this
pair of
is
nuts
like
too.
in the
Yeah.
middle of the podcast. Are you serious?
Bro, I have
And
nuts.
you are
Like,
getting excited by
I got
nuts.
nuts too, Judy.
dude,
Oh
dude.
damn it! Now I need nuts.
Are you want?
Hey,
Oh
here's
wait, the
what's
coffee
serious.
flavor is gone. I got,
Oh,
I only got coconut cream flavor, bro.
Alright, this just turned into
um,
ASMR. Please stop.
oh no.
I'll be snacking for a bit.
To,
Don't mind me.
to end it off here,
Yeah, I think. Ah.
it's it'd be it'd be pretty good to end it off here. Like, how long has this been going?
It's been an hour.
uh, yeah, about an hour.
An hour?
Solid hour. You want to end your story there?
I mean, that's like ending it already. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really go into full depressing detail
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because I'd
'Cause,
rather
yeah,
keep some stuff private.
obviously,
Yeah.
But
obviously.
everything I said, I'm willing to leave out in the open.
Yeah. Alright. So that is the end of. I don't know how I'm gonna close this, but I guess I will. But
Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.
Oh,
um,
we can't end it like that. We can end it.
yeah. So this is the Weebs podcast. We don't know what our schedule is gonna be like. We don't have an upload schedule. We're
We
just
might
kind
just
of
do it at random.
yeah. So
I'd
make
say
sure.
once every week
I don't know. We'll find
to
out.
get a topic, or
Well,
once
if we
every
have
like 2
more
days.
time,
I
more
mean, like,
time to do anything, so I feel like
yeah,
we could do it like 2 times a week. I don't know.
maybe. I don't
So
know. We'll see. We'll finalize the plan off camera, off stream, and we'll relay it back to you guys whenever I guess the next one comes up. But yeah,
Yep.
this is the Weebs podcast. Hopefully we see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Chudy Watt.
Arigato gozaimasu.
That was Isaac. And George is staying
Hey.
silent. Ah, there he is. And we will catch you all in the next podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out, guys.
Hopefully.
Should we all say bye?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
That's,
Bye.
You didn't. All right. All right. Cool. Dope.